Everything that guy does is to attract attention. Who the fuck wears a belt outside of winning the belt?
I'm gonna beat him in front of his mother, his children, his wife. I have to.
I'm everything he is not, so shut the fuck up.
I hope it tickles your booty. I hope it drives you crazy when you see me walking around with the world titles that I deserve. Not just back. He slips to the same side as the power hand. That's a common mistake. Remember, that's what Reggie Pena did. I think we might be looking at another huge hematoma.
Yeah.
And he gets dumpy, so when you hurt him, he comes in anyway. That's a mistake. That's like an amateur mistake. When you hurt, you're supposed to stay away. He came right into the middle like he wasn't hurt.
No matter what happens, when he counters, he doesn't follow it up. When he goes forward, he doesn't follow it up. He never follows it up. He always throws it back.
He's scared to stay in the pocket.
Yeah.
You don't want to stay in the pocket. The people treat me very, very well, especially since I'm training with Elvin, and Elvin is like a elevated citizen in this town. They love him here, and he brings me here, and they bring me in like family. And then everybody saw me wrestling with Pancho on the internet.
He's strong as fuck, bro. People think he don't push. Like, I'm used to that shit. Oh, he's pushing.
Yo, come on, Pancho. Come on, Pancho. I ain't never gonna give up. Come on, Pancho. Come on. Oh.
So now when they see me, everybody already knew Pancho, everybody already knew Elvin, and now that they know that I'm the champ, they see me running around all the time, and they never kind of really knew why, but now they know, like, oh, that's the champ. So when they see me, they yell, hey, campeon, and everybody know who I am here. So it's like I'm a little celebrity here.
Might be a bit tight because they were wet when Cole took them off.
Pull the cauliflower ears right down.
Is that one gonna fit?
Oh yeah, that'll be good. Is that a motorcycle road?
Yeah.
I don't even know that.
I'm gonna try to get this popping.
Bring it around the sides.
Got it.
Make sure you let off the throttle when you shift. Just let off the throttle, then shift, then roll back on. Okay.
I don't know. Fighting here in this, even though I'm not from here, people are very. I've got to know a lot of them, and you know they're kind, they're inviting. So fighting in a small town that's your hometown is a lot different. It's a lot special. It's more intimate than a place like Phoenix. So it kind of solidifies that even though I'm from Phoenix, that I live in Great Falls. That's a big deal. We just found out there's a goat on the property, so I'm gonna get some real training in with the goat. So headbutting him. Get some good training in like I'm in Puerto Rico. Knowing you, but a narcissistic turd like that's gonna really headbutt a goat. Oh.
Here we go. Here's the baby.
What's up, dude? What are you doing? Good day to you.
Thank you.
This is how you train. You train with a real goat like this. That's man to man, Shiver. There we go. You like that, Lorenzo? All day long. Good. We did it. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good goat. Look at the sack behind him. He's got a ball sack the size of a cantaloupe. Seriously, you gotta look at that. That is something to behold. My God, that's unbelievable. Good for you, man. Knuckles. Nice, dude. That is crazy. Did you see the stones in that guy?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Joe Riggs is another in a long line of arrogant ex-fighters that don't want to hang it up and pass the baton.
Nothing's more sad to me to watch than to see a fighter that was once very good to either be fighting for money still, and that's his only motive, or he just still wants to keep that name, but he just keeps losing habitually. It's a sad thing to watch. Honestly, there's nothing more sad to me than seeing that. I have been doing this for 2 decades. I mean, I turned pro when I was 16. Lorenzo is older than I am. Even though I think he was 2-8 in MMA, and then he's had some success at this.
But I'm not as beat up as Joe Riggs. I'm not as beat up as Hector Lombard. I haven't spent as much time in the ring. I haven't gotten as jaded. Those guys, they think that doing something for years and years and years and taking a lot of shots to the head makes you great. No, it makes you punchy. And even though I may be a few months older than Joe Riggs, he looks ages older than me.
He was an MMA fighter. Just because he didn't do well, don't bag on it. I mean, he's never fought an MMA fighter like me. I'm not just an MMA fighter. I'm a boxer. I'm a lot of stuff. I'm everything he is not. So shut the fuck up. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I think he's very narcissistic because he doesn't have much of a belief in himself. He's portraying something he's not. He's a good fighter. He can be explosive, but I think all the stuff he is doing is for more show. Someone sent me that he was doing a headbutt thing with a goat this morning. He does stupid ass shit. I want to put a turd in the toilet and start boxing with it. It's what the fuck's the point of that? But everything that guy does is to attract attention. Who the fuck wears their belt outside of winning the belt? I think he takes a shower with it on, but I think everything he does is to attract attention to kind of compensate for his lack of self-esteem.
Joe Riggs, every time he clicks on Instagram or every time he turns on the TV, he sees a viral video of me walking around with the belts that he had a chance to have. It burns him like he forgot to wipe his ass. All day it just itches, it just itches, it just itches. So I hope it tickles your booty. I hope it drives you crazy when you see me.
It's to attract more attention. Hey, look, he's fucking jerking off a goat and headbutting him. It's not. It's aside from what he's done lately, no one's known his name outside of his friends and family probably. So this is all a new thing to him that he is really obsessed with.
It was never just enough to be a great fighter because I was already a great fighter, and like you said, nobody knew my name. You have to evolve. In order to be relevant in this game, you have to have a YouTube following, you have to have a Twitter following, So I don't mind showing my feats of strength and my attitude, and I don't mind keeping up with the kids, so to speak, because it's all about entertainment.
I've been doing this for so long, and I've fought every type of person you could fight. I've seen every situation. There's really nothing I haven't seen. I've fought in far better people than him, and I've beaten far better people than him. It doesn't get in my head, he can do whatever he wants.
Quick, come on, quick! Come on, where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Come on! Come on, it's too hard to be champ. Come on! Put it down! Quit!
I am a confident person, but I'm more so confident in my abilities because of the work that I put in and because of how hard I train. It's not an arrogance type of thing where I can just walk in anywhere and beat anybody. But I know if I train hard enough and I push myself hard enough and I isolate myself in a situation where I can be the best possible me, I'm nearly invincible. These people are descendants of great warriors. They all have the warrior spirit, and when they see a fight, they crowd around and they cheer for their champion, and they respect a pugilist. They respect a warrior, and when they see us, they say that's a warrior right there, and they bow and they show respect. That's addictive, Most places in the world aren't very accepting of the violence that comes with being a warrior. It's like a lost art, but here it's not.
I got to keep my hands up. I just have to move. I got to add my feints into it, and I just got to pay attention to his lead foot. Everything he does, his lead foot telegraphs, So and he's an athletic guy. He just doesn't really know what to do with it. When I was younger, that stuff, I used to obsess over that stuff. But when I do think about the fight, I think it's going to be, I'm not a slow starter. I just feel people out the first round, and then I start picking things up, and the more I do, the more he'll break, and he'll break till he falls. Anything can happen in the fight. I absolutely do not think he's going to beat me, but he's older than me. He hasn't done shit like he doesn't have a pedigree like I do. I can retire and be okay with my life and financially other ways. What the fuck are you going to do after I beat you? What the fuck are you going to do when you look in your bank account and you probably got $1,000 in there, and you're in Puerto Rico headbutting goats, and you get your ass kicked by me, and you're gonna go, oh, he's just, because he puts his entire view of who he is this. like I'm a father, I'm a husband. That's more important than anything, you know. And I've provided for my family, you know, more than he could ever fucking dream. You know, he doesn't have anything else. So I mean, I'd be scared to death about what the fuck you're gonna do when you lose.
And new BKFC World Light Heavyweight Champion, Lorenzo the Juggernaut!
I told you I can beat him, social. Believe it or not, it's not the rich man that fights hard. So I'm glad he's got his lazy boy chair all picked out and his scenic view and his Montana ranging farmland or whatever he's got ready for him to sit around and grow crops and shit. But I still got work to do. So I'll figure out what I'm gonna do after I'm finished whooping your ass, you know what I mean? I'll put my hands in some ice and then I'll get ready for the next chapter in my life because yours is over. I'm gonna beat him in front of his mother, his children, his wife. I'm obsessed, yes I am. And if you're not obsessed with getting it right, it's a very, very dangerous idea to get in there with somebody who is.